It's 24th of June today. Three news stories. Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister is in Russia and Egyptian head of intelligence is in Sudan. What are they up to? Second news story is about a press conference held by Ethiopian National Defense Forces. ENDF say that the killed in Tigray are TPLF members and TDF fighters, not civilians. Thirdly, Mekelle airport has been closed as reinforcements are arriving in Tigray. Mekelle airport has been closed. What is the reason behind the closure of Mekelle airport? Let's look at the first news story. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Ethiopia, Mekelle is in Moscow, Russia. Views. Reportedly, he is on a special mission in Russia. Ethiopian government is trying to secure Russian support after US imposed sanctions on Ethiopia, and US is set to put more pressure upon Ethiopian government in the coming days. Viewers. Ethiopia, Egypt, Sudan dam dispute is going to come under discussion at the UN Security Council in coming days because 2 days ago Sudan wrote a letter to the UN Security Council for a special session to discuss the dam dispute. Earlier we saw a statement from Arab League warning Ethiopia against starting the second filling of crude. So in this scenario, Ethiopia wants Russian backing, especially in case of a joint statement against Ethiopia at the UN Security Council. Ethiopia wants Russian support. We saw Russia and China backing Ethiopia at the UN Security Council a few days ago when the US tried to have sanctions imposed on Ethiopia at the UN Security Council. It was Russia and China which opposed sanctions on Ethiopia. So once again, Ethiopia wants Russian support. Ethiopia-Russia ties are strengthening. Viewers. Secondly, viewers, Egyptian head of intelligence has been in Sudan for the past 2 days. Heads of intelligence of both the countries, they have been holding talks and they're trying to adopt a joint strategy to handle the likely second filling of crude. Almost on daily basis, Sudan and Egypt are issuing statements. They are threatening Ethiopia. They are warning Ethiopia against starting the second filling of crude. But Ethiopian government officials say that Ethiopia will press ahead with the second filling of crude. Sudan and Egypt are trying to internationalize this issue of the dam construction, viewers, but Ethiopia says that only African solutions to African problems. So Ethiopia can only talk through African Union and no other body like the UN, the US is acceptable as a mediator. So deadlock is there, viewers. Second news story is about a press conference held by Colonel Getnet of Ethiopian National Defense Forces. On Tuesday, Tigray town to the west of Mekelle was hit with airstrikes by Ethiopian National Defense Forces. On Tuesday evening, I informed you about that incident. Then yesterday, international media also covered this story. Several dozen civilians have been killed in the airstrikes. Now, Colonel Getnet in his press conference claimed that the killed were not civilians, but they were TPLF fighters, TPLF members. He said that Ethiopian National Defense Forces did not target any civilians, but those who were killed were TPLF members who were dressed up as civilians. He said that on Tuesday, TPLF members, TDF fighters, they were gathered in town square in Tigray town and they were commemorating the anniversary of an earlier massacre which occurred in Hosen town of Tigray in 1988. And that gathering was targeted by Ethiopian National Defense Forces through airstrikes. So Ethiopian government is rejecting the news that it has killed civilians. If this renewed phase of intensified war goes on, we could see increase in collateral damage because TDF wants to advance towards cities and towns, and we could see an increase in airstrikes and artillery strikes, which are not always accurate. So we could see civilian killings, but Ethiopian government will never accept the responsibility for the killing of civilians. We saw that when Mekelle was captured. Prime Minister of Ethiopia had said in November that not a single civilian was killed in Tigray when Mekelle was captured. But later we saw that civilians were killed during the capturing of Mekelle by ENDF. So it will keep on happening in the coming days as well. Last news story is about Mekelle Airport, viewers. That reportedly Mekelle Airport has been closed. Several sources are confirming that Mekelle Airport has been closed. Now, what is the reason behind this closure? Some sources say it's due to pressure put upon Mekelle by TDF, as some news sources aligned with TPLF have been claiming that Mekelle is under siege. I did a video on that as well 2 days ago, that Mekelle was under partial siege. But the siege was broken after ENDF carried out airstrikes. So it's not due to the siege of Mekelle. It's because Ethiopian government is sending military reinforcements to Mekelle. Several flights from Bole Airport in Addis Ababa to Mekelle have been reported. A video is also being shared in which some ENDF soldiers can be seen boarding a plane, viewers, and the video is a fresh video. So Ethiopian government is sending reinforcements to Mekelle. It does not want any pictures, any videos, because we have been seeing a criticism of Ethiopian Airlines. That Ethiopian Airlines is transporting weapons and soldiers to Tigray. That is why the airport has been closed, viewers. But military reinforcements are arriving in Tigray. In a previous video today, I informed you that ENDF were in dire need of reinforcements. They have suffered losses in terms of soldiers killed, in terms of their soldiers taken prisoner, and in terms of their military equipment destroyed. So they need reinforcements. Reinforcements are arriving in Mekelle, views. That is why airport has been closed. Watch this video showing ENDF soldiers boarding a plane reportedly at Bole Airport in Addis Ababa. Thank you for watching.